I'm only going to say this once. Anyone who thinks Kansas is flat has never been to this part of Nebraska. Good morning, YouTube. We're off on another road trip. We've gone south on a road trip. We've gone east on a road trip. We're going west on a road trip this time. Anyway, with that being said, let's start the car. And we're going to Wyoming today. I'm not going to specify exactly where since I want to get to those details later. 10:45 a.m., a lot later start than I was hoping for, but we're going to gain an hour going into mountain time, so hopefully that should be able to make up for it. We're going to need to turn left here, and traffic is bad. Well, dang it, I should have gone out the other way, but oh well, what's done is done. We're going to stick with it. Easy does it. Perfect. Just like the first road trip, I am going to have to stop and get some cash on the way. So our next stop will be the ATM. See, this is what I was talking about in the previous road trip. Another transaction? Like, seriously, you want me to get robbed? Exit. Anyway, let's go. Back on the road. But that's one of those things that just frustrates me, because once people get their money and their receipt, they have a tendency to just drive away, because most ATMs just say you're done. I'm gonna chance it, but we're going. Yeah, we're good. If you're wondering what that rattling is, I'm starting the road trip off with beer. Alright, up to this point so far, the road trip has just simply been a copycat of what we did last year. So we're approaching US 77 at the same intersection. By the way, today is October 23rd, 2020. We're getting ready to go right this time to get to I-80, westbound, to go to Wyoming. Here we go. Yes, you can make a right turn on red in Lincoln. Here we go. Alright, we're still on 77 northbound heading towards I-80. But over here, we're going to go across a large bridge over a rail yard. I know I showed this in a previous video from the state capitol, but I don't remember exactly which one that was. I need to stay in the left lane, but dang it, can't really see much. This is Hobson Yard. I'm not looking to the camera, I'm focusing on driving, so I don't know what exactly you're getting here. But I have to stay in the left lane because I-80 westbound takes us left, and 77 north follows I-80 eastbound. We're not going that way. Here's the split. And westbound we go. Oh, this looks like it's going to be fun. especially getting behind three semis here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look, you can see a plane landing. Oh, you can't see him anymore. There you go. U.S. Air Force. It's a military aircraft. Looks like he's about to land over there in the air park. Anyway, we're on I-80 westbound now. We'll be out of Lincoln shortly. Speed limit increases to 75, and we are going to run right past a cop. And we are off. Just had to cut the camera there because I didn't want them to see the camera. Without further ado, something interesting about this particular section of I-80 that we're on right now is it's the longest and straightest section of interstate anywhere in the United States, from Lincoln to Grand Island, varying only by a few yards. So it's pretty much just a straight shot from here to Grand Island, and then it just starts going, and then I-80 just starts following the Platte River. This is probably the sharpest curve that we're going on right now, and you could probably hardly even tell that there's a curve. Alright, we're approaching our first elevator filming stop right here. There's 2 elevators I want to film. I'm going to head down to Hastings, and I'm going to get another take of the Perkins Library elevator, just check up on it to make sure it's still original. And, well, Bosselman's Travel Center is here as well, so I might as well get yet another take of that elevator, even though I already have 2 up on YouTube already. So with that being said, let's exit. There really isn't much else in Grand Island that I want to film because a lot of the buildings here are 1 floor and land is cheap here, so there really isn't much of a need for elevators. Even Conestoga Mall, no escalators, no elevators, anywhere. Let's head to Hastings first, and then we'll come back up to Bosselman's. Get another one of these turn right to go left curves. There was some elevator enthusiast who passed through Nebraska and did a hotel tour of this hotel right here, Quality Inn. Although, I think it was Elevating Denver, but I don't remember exactly who it was. I'll have to check when I get home. Anyway, we're headed down to Hastings. We're going to go check up on that one elevator I mentioned earlier. By the way, 12:21 p.m. That mileage counter is not accurate. So we're not even going to bother with the mileage counter today. We will probably in later days, and the reason is just because I got halfway through, I got about halfway to here, and then just realized I forgot to reset it. So that's not accurate. We're just not even going to bother with the mileage counter. But I'm going to estimate that we've gone about 100 some miles. But don't quote me on that, because I don't know. Anyway, highway-wise, I don't remember if I mentioned this or not. We're heading south on 281, which is also 34 west. And we'll be in Hastings shortly. Alright, here we are in Hastings. And it's going to be a while before we get to the library. But I'm just noticing some things. Like, there's a brand new Hampton Inn in here, out here, that I didn't know about. But I'm going to have to come get that on the way back. Hopefully with it being late at night. Because with it being in the middle of the day right now, not a good time to film a hotel. Elevator in a hotel. So I'll have to come back for that one. Alright, now we're approaching downtown Hastings. And we should be able to find the road that we need to get to Hastings College here pretty shortly. So I think it's this next, not this stoplight, but the next one. Just need to wait for this one to, there we go, turn green. Yep, this is it right here. East 7th Street. That grocery store right there actually does have an elevator, and I have a video of it. But we're not gonna get a retake today. No, I can't. Here we go. Yeah, here it is, right up here. Perkins Library. We get a front row parking spot. All right, let's go get the elevator. Well, unfortunately, that was a no-go on the elevator because the library is restricted to students, faculty, and staff only. But I was able to peek inside and see that the call button was original and the door was still there, so I'm going to call that a win, that the elevator is still original. We just weren't able to get inside and film it. So with that being said, I think it's time to head to Grand Island and get some lunch. Oh well, we tried. Well, here we are, back out in the main road. I'm debating now whether I should actually go film that elevator in there again or not, just to not make this trip, this side trip, a waste of time. I'm just gonna wait for this light to turn green, like now. That guy just ran the red light. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do this, but I'm gonna need to make a turn around here. Okay. Let's go. If we can find a place to, here we go, park. That's a tight squeeze. All right, attempt number 2. Let's go. Well, that was a success. We got an elevator here. Now, and that's a good thing too, because I was thinking of stopping at the Hastings Museum, see if they have an elevator, but they were closed due to COVID. So, this trip was worth it. Now, with that being said, let's head to Grand Island and we're gonna go get some lunch. And here we are back in Grand Island, just approaching our way heading into town. And I did make the promise that I was going to stop at Bosselman's, so we will do exactly that. And to do so, we'll have to cross I-80. Not quite going to get back on the interstate just yet. Because after we do Bosselman's, we're going to head into town and grab some lunch. Because it's already past 1 o'clock. There it is on the right, or sorry, left. Blech. Wonder what they're building. There's some construction in front. But I don't think we're gonna make this arrow here. Nope. We'll have to let the traffic go. I think I can make this easily. Alright. Not really in need of gas or anything, but dang, gas is pretty cheap out here. Actually, yeah, no, that's about what I paid in Lincoln. It was $2.07 in Hastings. So if I needed gas, I would have probably filled up there. Anyway, let's go get the elevator. Well, I don't think I've ever gotten a decent daylight take of that elevator, because whenever I filmed, it was either dark or the sun was shining straight into it, making it hard to see out, so we gotta win. Let's head into town, let's get some lunch. I know they have options here, but they're quite pricey. So we're gonna head into town and get something a little bit more cost-friendly. Truck's turning right, so we're gonna go left. And then we'll just have to wait for this light to turn green. There we go. Let's go get some lunch. Alright, I don't even know if I've done this particular restaurant on camera. Probably because I haven't done the road trip through Nebraska thoroughly yet. Runza is a Nebraska chain. And we're gonna go get some lunch. Actually, I think we're just gonna go through the drive-thru Just simply because it's already 1:30 and I want to get moving. Because there are other things I want to do in central and western Nebraska before we get to Wyoming. Alright, we'll be out here, on the road shortly. Alright, let's get back to the interstate. Here's Conestoga Mall on the right, which I'll see if I can... Yeah, here we go. This mall is not doing so well. That JCPenney is either closed, actually it's closing, because there's lights on in there. Or maybe it's closed because the jewelry cases looked empty. That's the old Yonkers. So yeah, that mall is not doing so hot. As the only stores open, I think, is just Dillard's. And one other, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, I think Dillard's is the only anchor left. No, wait, Best Buy is an anchor. There's more of the mall. But unfortunately, none of those anchors have any elevators, so there really isn't anything worth doing a final ride on. Well, we can't do any final rides because there's no elevators. That should have been obvious. Anyway, here's Highway 281. I'll see you back when we're getting on I-80. Alright, here we are back at Bosselman's. 1:53 p.m. and we're gonna get back on I-80 westbound. Still got my food from lunch, just eating it in the car, munching it along the way. And again, just like Five Guys, these fries from Runs are addicting. Definitely a place to try when you're coming through the area. Okay, this is just really annoying. This truck is only going 60. And you got traffic speeding around him at the speed limit of 75. I have to wonder, but that's kind of dangerous. It's like, I can understand trucks being governed at 65 miles per hour. And usually when they stay in the right lane, there's usually not too much of a problem. It's hard, though, when you're merging up against a truck like that. Anyway, I guess I'll see you in Kearney, because there is a stop in Kearney I want to make. I think you can probably guess what it's going to be. Alright, it's approaching pretty quickly here, so we're going to have to make some adjustments. But you can kind of see it in the background on camera. It's actually a lot closer in person. But this is the Archway Monument, and this is our next stop for elevators. We're gonna have to exit here in order to get there. Because if I miss this exit, it's a serious jog back. There it is. Let's go. Hopefully they're not closed due to COVID. But we're gonna have to find that out. like we might be open. It's hard to say. I guess we're gonna go find out. Cars in the parking lot, so that's a good sign. Some from out of state. So this is looking pretty good for our opportunity to be able to film the elevators here, and possibly the escalators, but I can't guarantee that I'm going to be able to do that. So with that being said, let's go. That was a rousing success. It is getting late. It's past 3 o'clock. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to make any more stops here. I might stop at that public library in North Platte, but that's about it. 3:09 p.m. Bye-bye Archway. Time to get to Wyoming. There's the front entrance. Alright, going back on I-80 westbound. We're gonna go under the arch. And there you have it. All right, let's continue. All right, we are now about ready to pass through Lexington, Nebraska. We're not going to make a stop. Just figure it's probably time to start recording again. 3:38 p.m. And we're rolling. 4:25 p.m. and we are approaching North Platte, which we are going to stop in North Platte for two reasons. Number one, I need something to charge my camera batteries overnight with. So we're gonna, and I do need a new USB charger anyway, so we're gonna stop at Walmart and pick one up. At the same time, I think I will stop at the public library and film that elevator again, that vintage elevator. And the main reason is because I also want to take a look to see exactly where the time zone change is. I know it's somewhere past North Platte, but I want to be sure so I can get it on camera. Anyway, you're going to see me taking the next exit, not this one, obviously, because I just missed it. We'll be on US 83 here shortly. I have filmed some of these hotels. Comfort Inn. That Motel 6 is new, so that didn't exist when I was here last time, back in 2018. Exit. Let's see, we want 83 northbound. There's a Hampton Inn. They have Dover Impulse elevators, which I've already filmed, so I'm not going to bother with again. Anyway, it's going to be a drive into town, so I'll catch up with you when we get to the library. Hey, the sun came out, and it feels good. Anyway, we're here at the library. That's fine, and we're gonna park right here. Actually, I'm gonna back in. So hopefully I don't make a fool out of myself trying to parallel park on camera. Perfect fit. Let's go. Alright, we are ready to go. It's too late to stop at the Golden Spike Tower today. I might consider doing that on the way back, but considering I've already filmed that elevator, it's probably, I don't know what I want to do. I gotta get moving today. I got a camera to charge as well. And with that being said, we're gonna continue on our way west as soon as I get back on the main road. And we're probably gonna have to grab some dinner sometime before we get to Wyoming. Anyway, we are back out on the road heading west out of North Platte. And we will be, I don't know what our next stop's gonna be. It's probably the next update's gonna be when we hit the time zone change. And there will be a sign for it. Alright guys, I found where the time zone change is going to happen. It is 5:32 p.m. Central Time. If we can get past this car here, there should be a sign up ahead that says, now entering Mountain Time Zone. there it is. We're now mountain time. We're now in mountain time. So it is now 4:32 p.m. I'm gonna wait to change that until later. But anyway, I'll keep track of that for now. It is now 4:32 p.m. Mountain time. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to just kind of put a hard, fast rule on the fact there's going to be no more elevators today. When we get into future days, I don't know entirely when that's going to restart, but it will happen at some point. There will be more updates, but no more elevators for today, because I got to get going. So I want to hopefully make it there by a reasonable dinner time. Alright, in case you might have noticed that I backdated a little bit, time-wise, and that's because I set the clock to mountain time. It is 5:37 Central, 4:37 Mountain Time. We're gonna go by mountain, we're just gonna go by whatever the local time is. We're not gonna stick to like Central or anything. So as you might have noticed, we went back in time, as mentioned. We're gonna stop in Ogallala here and we're gonna fill up with gas because we're getting low. And I want to be able to get it the rest of this time in one shot, if possible. We got a pretty sunset there. You can actually see the sun, which is nice. And that it helps a lot. Looks like the cheapest gas is going to be to the left or the right. Actually, could go either way. They're all $1.79. Oh, there's one that's $1.69. We're going there. In the meantime, that one leads to Ogallala. We're not actually going into town, we're just stopping for gas. Hope my battery doesn't die. I'm gonna have to prepare to switch it out here if it does. So if you see an unexpected jump cut, you'll know why. Reading it right, yes, this one place is $1.69, 10 cents cheaper than everywhere else, so we're gonna go stop there. It's showing the cash price, which is $1. There it is, $1.69. All right. Let's fill her up. Okay, so apparently the price on the pump was $2.49, not $1.69 as advertised on the sign, so they're not getting to get my business. This place looks a little not in good shape, but hopefully the price makes up for it. Yes, these guys are $1.79 as advertised, so we're solid. Here we go. All right. Whoa, dude. Okay, anyway, almost 5 o'clock. About ready to get back on the highway. I see some hotels over here that have elevators, but tempting, but Don't have the time. We've got to move on. Can't guarantee that I'm going to get them back because it'll probably be like noon or something when I'm coming over here. So those may just have to wait for another time. There we go. We are staring straight into the sun. Here we go. Back on the road. Okay, so 5:15 p.m. I just barely missed the sign, but if I caught a glimpse of it, there's going to be a split in the interstates here, and you're going to have I-76 is going to go south and west towards Denver, while I-80 continues west, but stays in Nebraska, and it goes to Cheyenne. So we're going to get that split up here somewhere. It says 76 southbound in Nebraska, but then it changes to west when you get into Colorado, because it only exists in Nebraska for like 2 miles at most. So there are two-digit interstates in Nebraska, just barely. So let's make sure we don't go on to 76, because we got to go this way and stay on 80. Tough with construction, as you can tell, because they're repaving the westbound lanes. As you noticed, it was in 2-lane traffic for a while there. This has already been done, that we're on right now. Anyway, we're going to be passing through Sidney next major town, and we'll be continuing on our way. 100 miles to Wyoming, about. Well, 101 to be specific, but details. Alright, 5:48 p.m. Mountain Time, and we are heading into Sidney. Now, I am probably going to make a stop at the gas station up here because I'm getting thirsty, and I'm not going to get popped this time like I did back in Lincoln. I'm probably just going to get water. Hopefully this Love's up here on the left has it. I don't think, no, you can't see it on camera. I think this truck has something wrong with him, because he had his flashers on. But anyway, we're off the main interstate now, so no real risk of getting, well, don't ask questions, you can figure it out. While we're stopped, ooh, he has bad brakes. While we're stopped, over there, in that general area is Cabela's headquarters, or what used to be. I don't know if that merge went through or not. Just a little look around. That truck's gonna probably go get some help of some sort. All right. All right, let's get a drink. Let's get something. All right. Huh. Look at the ground. Oop, bumped my camera. But as you can see, that is salt right there. So this place has already seen some snow. But with that being said, let's go inside. Get something to drink. All right, got some water. Let's put the straw in and go. A little full, but still good. Anyway, let's move. Almost 6 o'clock, but it feels like 7 o'clock. Alright, and here's the sign to Cheyenne is 102 miles. Let's get back on the interstate. Again, more hotels with elevators, but as you can tell, it's getting dark and I've still got a good ways to go. So we're gonna have to miss that one for tonight. Come back another time. Meantime, over here on the right, I'm going to show you, these are Cabela's corporate headquarters. Alright, we got about 100 miles to go. By the way, another thing I've noticed here, once I get cruise control set, and that's that nice tachometer has been slowly going up because we're gaining in altitude quite quickly. My gas mileage has been dropping as well. As you can see, we've got hills. Now we're starting to get into the bluffs. there's one of the few of them right, there's one of the start of them right there, which you can't see because the camera doesn't want to focus. Alright, not looking through the camera, but here are some of the bluffs. And in addition, Chimney Rock is also in this area, but that's farther north from here, so we're not going to go see that tonight. We pretty much just have to go non-stop. Or minimal stops. Alright, 6:26 p.m. We got quite a sunset. It's actually, the camera's making it a lot brighter than it really is. Well, that's a really nice sunset. Anyway, we're passing Kimball, Nebraska. And this exit here would take us to Scotts Bluff, which we're not going to go there. I don't know if I want to do it on the way back or not. I'm going to have to think about that. But in the grand scheme of things, we're going to drive straight through to Cheyenne. And we'll go from there. I really like the sunset. This is exit 22 miles until the Wyoming border. p.m. And here we are. This is exit 1. There's the sign for exit 1. So any minute now, we should be crossing into Wyoming. I'm going to try to get up and close so I can show you the sign. Hopefully I don't miss it. Nope, I think I missed it. It's too... Oh, here it is. Welcome to Wyoming. Kind of hard to see in the dark, but we have crossed into Wyoming. And now, it's only a matter of time until we get to Cheyenne. This right here is Pine Bluffs, Wyoming. On our right, we have a rest stop. Don't actually need to use it, so we're going to pass. Exit 401 for Wyoming. See you in Cheyenne. Alright, 7:13 p.m. I'm seeing a lot of lights here that stretch to what seems like the horizon, so I'm just going to assume this means we're in Cheyenne now. I'll look for more signs as I continue on. Jeez, I must be allergic to the air here or something. Anyway, it's dark now. But if this is Cheyenne, this is where I'm going to end the road trip for tonight. Anyway, we're going to pull off on an exit here, and we're going to call it a night. Here's a Walmart. This is as good a place as any as to end this video. Yeah, here we go. Anyway, the rest of this road trip is personal. So I'm not going to be making any more videos from this point forward until I get back to Cheyenne on my way going back home. So first things first, I'll tell you a couple of things. Number one, there's not going to be a hotel tour. That's all I'm going to say about anything that happens from this point forward. So I will probably either start a part 2 video, or else just if this one's not over yet, you'll know that I decided to attach the both there and back trips into one video. So with that being said, thank you for watching. If this is the end, that is it.